Time now for the morning rush.
Let's kick things off with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Still looking at a good amount of cloud cover over the state today with a few spots of drizzle and sprinkles here and there over the higher terrain of western New Mexico, but nothing in the way of meaningful accumulation. Even into tomorrow, we're going to see some cloud cover mainly to the south. Drier air that will give us more sunshine across northern and central New Mexico. Adam?
As you get ready to head out the door, we're following the day's top local stories, and we'll start with Fernanda Lopez in the Newsplex.
Some startling facts about the number of homicides in Albuquerque this year. Several deaths just this week bring Albuquerque's number of homicides to 71, according to the Albuquerque Journal. Now, we reported on several this week, including a man found dead at a park, a man stabbed to death, police say, by his brother, and a shooting in which another man died. The Journal is also reporting a 17-year-old died days after he was shot on Wyoming and Central on Sunday. Coming up in the 5 Facts, what APD is saying about those numbers. Adam.
Today's news this morning, CBS News says it has confirmed the White House has drafted and is circulating a plan for Tillerson's exit. This is Secretary of State Rex Tillerson we're talking about. This comes as the president and the Secretary of State prepared to meet for lunch today, but President Trump gave no indication that meeting would have anything to do with reports that Tillerson is about to lose his job. We'll keep you posted.
On to new details at 6. Russell Simmons says he will be stepping down from his companies after being accused of sexual assault. Screenwriter Jenny Lumet says Simmons forced her to have sex with him back in 1991. Simmons, the founder of hip-hop music label Def Jam Recordings, released a statement saying her memory of that evening is very different from his, but apologized, saying it's clear to him now that her feelings of fear and intimidation are real.
A former New Mexico teacher already awaiting trial for child molestation charges is facing new accusations this morning. A Rio Arriba County grand jury indicted Gary Greger for criminal sexual contact of a minor. Court documents show the victim was a boy back in 2006. Greger is already facing 13 felony counts for allegedly raping and molesting 2 elementary school girls that he taught 10 years ago. He will be tried on those charges coming up in January.
This morning, reaction is pouring in, including from the president, after a man who entered the country illegally from Mexico was found not guilty of killing a woman on a San Francisco pier in 2015. Jose Garcia Zarate was convicted on an illegal gun charge, which could land him in prison for as many as 3 years. President Trump called the verdict disgraceful. Kristen.
Today's Metro Threat Index at a 0. We will see some cloud cover out there, but it's not going to hurt us. Looking at temperatures in those upper 50s to low 60s and winds less than 15 miles per hour, so no complaints there. Sarah?
UNM students are hoping their marketing campaign drums up participation for one of the biggest events for the Special Olympics here in New Mexico. It's a win-win for both groups, a win for Special Olympics of New Mexico, who, like many organizations, are forced to find ways to operate with less money due to state funding cuts, and a win for students who are getting practical experience they can use. Students hope that their free campaign work for the Santa Shuffle and Elf Scoot brings in more money for the nonprofit. So far, 100 runners have signed up. Adam?
Today is World AIDS Day, and new research shows a cancer drug may be able to fight HIV infection. Doctors in Paris report that while treating an HIV-infected lung cancer patient with the cancer drug Involumab, they observed a, quote, drastic increase, or decrease, I should say, in the number of cells where the virus is able to hide. Fascinating.
Interesting. This morning, a new billboard in Albuquerque is catching a lot of attention. The billboard reads, "Just skip church. It's all fake news," with the happy holidays in the corner. The billboard stands at I-25 and Comanche. The group American Atheist says they put it up because they want people to think critically about religion. Some are saying that having it up is shoving it down people's throats and it'll turn them away from their message.
Time now for a check-in, your Friday morning commute. Nothing major as far as crashes or incidents go. We are a little slow already. Paseo eastbound near I-25, but nothing major at the hour.
Okay, listen to this. 14,000 Illuminatias will soon light up the UNM campus for the annual Hanging of the Greens. The annual Hanging of the Greens is happening tonight. Before that, though, a group of carolers will make their way across campus to present the university president with the official holiday wreath. Then the carolers will make their way to the U statue. Finally, the lighting of the Illuminatias. If you want to attend, the carolers will start singing around 5:45.
Also tonight, Old Town is set to light up for the holiday season. The annual lighting of the tree in the plaza is happening tonight during Old Town's annual holiday stroll. It's the 25th anniversary of the lighting of the tree. This event attracts hundreds of visitors every year. There's going to be live entertainment. Kids will get to have their picture taken with Santa. The holiday stroll is scheduled to begin at 5 tonight, and it's going to be packed because it always is.
I love it. All right, time for the 5 facts.
We start with number 5 here this morning. A photo of a New Mexico woman sitting in her home outside Las Cruces is getting a lot of attention on Facebook, and here's why. There's something missing. You see it right there? Her roof is gone. The photo is of Carmen Carvajal sitting in her bedroom, a blanket draped over her knees, a rosary placed around her neck. Marco Alvarado, the director of Miss Sun City Pageants in El Paso, saw the post, reached out to the family, and learned the roof was damaged by a fire years ago. The weather just made it worse. Alvarado says some roofers are now offering to help repair the home.
Number 4, the city is expanding its bike share program, and they want to hear from you on where to add new bike stations. After the success of a pilot program downtown, Rio Metro, which owns the Rail Runner, is receiving federal funds to keep it growing. The expanded program will provide 250 bicycles and 50 stations. Rio Metro is now looking for input on locations for new bike stations and kiosks. The most popular areas so far, downtown, the University area, and Nob Hill.
At number 3, looking at temperatures in the upper 50s today, mostly to partly cloudy skies overhead. A few pockets of drizzle possible, especially for those in the higher train further west, although we will see warmer temperatures and more sunshine here in the metro through the weekend.
On to number 2, Tim Keller is now officially Albuquerque's mayor. He was sworn in just after 6 p.m. last night in a private ceremony in his home. Tonight will be his public inauguration at the Albuquerque Convention Center. That's where Keller, along with city councilors for districts 1, 3, 5, and 7, will take the oath. The event is invite only, but there will be several watch parties at 4 different local breweries. The swearing-in will take place at 6 p.m.
Number 1 now. New numbers suggest Albuquerque has had more killings this year than in recent history. Several deaths just this week bring Albuquerque's number of homicides to 71. That's according to the Albuquerque Journal. APD says they have 5 full-time investigators in the homicide unit. 2 more are in training. APD says detectives have solved at least 39 of this year's homicides. A department spokesperson typically, their homicide unit has an extremely high clearance rate for the nation, that they lead the nation almost every year after year in clearance rates of upwards of 80%. This year it's been a little more difficult, they say. They think it's due to hovering around 50% solve rate at this time.